Hello everybody, Dr. Darok here, and welcome back to another exciting, if brief, episode of Project Ozone. On today's episode, well, let me stop right there and let you know that I completely lost all of the audio for this episode. And that's not too surprising, considering my whole computer rig just got reset, and not all of my settings are permanently configured yet. But it's very disappointing, because this was quite a good episode, and now the whole thing would be boring without my commentary. So instead, I'm just going to pick out a few clips, run some highlights, tell you what I accomplished in the video, and we're just gonna go through this as quickly as possible, I guess, and hopefully you guys aren't gonna be starved for more content as a result of this episode being shorter. So basically, I opened up the episode by not being able to find my quest book. It must have died in the explosion that blew up my chest from the live stream over the weekend or something, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I decided to grab a bucket of water, make a waterfall, and go down to my grave that was at the very bottom of the world, which still contained 2 quest books. So I went down there, followed the waterfall down. It was lots of fun, and I promptly got punched out of the world by a skeleton. At this point, I've got 1 life left in my hardcore quest book, so I'm on the precipice of disaster, so to speak. I went back down and I retrieved the items from both graves, but I'm pretty sure a few items fell over the edge, so yeah, those are gone forever, but it's no big deal, I guess, in the end. So the next major thing that I did was I made a whole bunch of fence and cobblestone to secure the edge of my base and build a mob spawning area. So I basically made a whole bunch of fence and cobblestone, and then I put fence all the way around my entire sky platform, so I'm not gonna fall off the world or get knocked off by mobs somehow. And then I built out a little platform to about, like, I don't know, 20 blocks or so. I surrounded it by fence as well, so I wouldn't fall off of it, and built a big, well, I wouldn't say a big square, but I built a small square platform where I would leave it dark for mobs to spawn. So I went back to the main platform, and you guys are gonna be so mad because you missed the best reaction ever. I started sieving a bunch of gravel, processing it through the sieve, and I found a diamond. So, for your pleasure, I am going to simulate that reaction now. Oh my god, did I just find a diamond? Yes! Yes! Woohoo! Yeah, it was something like that, but I really couldn't simulate it, so sorry you guys missed out on that. I missed out on reviewing it myself, which I was quite excited to do, so now I'm very, very disappointed. But hey, you know, sometimes this is the problem with working with technology. Even when you're an expert with technology, sometimes it just doesn't want to work with you. Or you forget to check a checkbox because you had to restart your recording software and it didn't save your settings, one way or the other. That's not the last important vital thing that happened. I went back over to the mob platform. Despite having only 1 life left from my hardcore quest mode book, I felt fairly confident about my chances, and I killed a few mobs, and one of them dropped a rare loot bag. And I come back over to my platform and I say, what is this? It says it's a rare loot bag. I wonder exactly how rare that is. And to my pleasant surprise, I opened the rare loot bag and it contained both another diamond, yes, and a frickin' portal gun. So now I've got 2 diamonds and a portal gun, and I also, at some point, I think I skipped this in my narration, but at some point I made a bunch of gravel and sand using the hammer and vein miner, and made grout. So, and I also cooked up seared bricks. So in the next episode, we should be starting Tinker's Construct things. But yeah, very disappointed that I had to condense all of this down into such a short video, basically simply an oversight. I mean, I suppose in the end, it does kind of save you from watching all the boring stuff in between and just gives you the highlights. But I know that a lot of people like the long form content. That's what I publish. That's what you're here for. So I'm very disappointed that this is going to end up being a 6-minute long video or so. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. On the next episode, which is probably going to be coming out on Monday of Project Ozone, we're going to be doing all sorts of crazy things. I hope that you stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you want updates on what's going on with the channel, and if you want to make sure that you don't miss any live streams in the future, you might want to follow me on Twitter at DocMindsALot. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time, and have a great week.